Hello, Storybox World creators. We are working on Sunflower Serenade, and I have a stretched canvas that I'm going to be recycling. Um, yes, I recycle canvases like all the time. I have my color wheel set, and this is kind of what we're going for. Well, close enough. this is this is really similar to what I'm going for. I'm going to set that over here, and I have a few colors with me. Let's see what else I have. I'm going to be working with a palette knife because that's my favorite. I love my palette knife. And then I have some Amazon packaging paper that I will be cleaning all my paint off, so I can use this as collage paper for it during the project. Okay, so let's see. I kind of want a green blue, I don't want too much green because there are leaves in here. So I think I'm going to pull out this blue first. And I do want like a bottom part orange, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and take some blue out of here. Let me set that aside. And let me think about how far down I want it to go. Let's see. On this one, it's about there. It's kind of like the little table area. So have my little table area and get my color wheel, have my table area. Okay, maybe this far down. So I'm going to take some of this blue and I'm going to have a table underneath that. So I'm going to go into my orange. This one's too red on the orange side. I'll probably mix that with some yellow. Okay. And if you're repurposing canvases and you have some really cool stuff in the background, you don't really have to get rid of everything because it just adds depth in there. So if you're doing yours at home, and you want if you're doing yours at home and you're going to recycle, you can do this on a brand new canvas. But if you do want to recycle, try to find some of your recyclable pictures that fit within the color theory. And if you're like, oh, why are you painting over that? I actually took a really good photograph of this. So I'll probably use this right here as collage paper. Printable. Yeah, I have like printable collage paper. So that's what I do sometimes is we have a lot of collage paper that we use, and sometimes I will take pictures of old paintings and filter that in. Okay, this is too much paint. Some of it's because it's clear, it's like there's no other color in there. I could actually take some of that off and put it back into my jar because it's clean. But the rest of it, I'm going to clean off on my whatever paper. You could use color. You could pretty much use any color. Like you could use printer's paper. You don't. You kind of want some thin paper. You could use like just about any kind of paper to use for your collage papers. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. And I do want to have a little bit of green in there. I don't know. I just kind of set my color wheel and I just kind of grab colors that look like it'll look really pretty with the painting. So this looks like it will be really pretty with let's see, sunflower Serenade. Yeah, I'm checking the name over here. So this one will be really pretty with sunflower Serenade. And oh, what color is it? I just kind of look at the colors and I just go by what looks good on the color wheel. Because I mean, but they're always changing the names of their colors, so it's like, yeah, just go through your stash and whatever you have. Okay, that's really pretty. Okay, put this over here. And um this also gives you really good practice working with the palette knife on canvas. So this is a good skill to have. And I kind of lost. Okay, if you pull up too much blue and you're losing your green, just wipe it on your paper, and then hopefully you can, hopefully you can pull up some of those greens. I don't I don't want over green because I am going to be having leaves. I will be having leaves in this one, and yeah, so I do want it to show up. Okay. So I might even lighten this I might lighten this one up a little bit more after it dries. So if you're teaching a class, um, when I'm teaching a class, I do like to come, I like to come and give them a canvas. This is 11 by 14 stretch canvas. So I like to bring canvases already painted. That way when I do the class, they can just have fun doing the collaging part. And then if they want to do, if they want to if they want to do it from the beginning, they could just go they could go get a canvas and watch the video and do it from the beginning at home. But usually when people are doing classes, you know, they want it a little, they don't really want paint everywhere and they want it to go fast. So it depends on like your venues. Even if you're doing a collage party in your home, you might not want everybody to have paint all over. And if you're at a venue, they might not want everybody to have paint all over. So if, yeah, just having the canvases already prepped. And then if you're doing this with your family, with the kiddos, um, just having everything prepped ahead of time, it will save you from worrying about paint all over the place. And the artistic part's going to be where we put the, arrange the collage papers, and we put that all together anyways. So that's perfectly fine. All right, I'm going to switch into my orange. So let me try to get as much blue off of here. Okay. Um, let's see. This orange is a little too red, so I'll probably mix it with some yellow. Neat. Um, if if you still have too much blue on your palette knife or your brush, you could put it in water at this point. I usually have wipies, and I'll just wipe mine off. Be careful because you could actually cut yourself on these, so be careful with that. Okay, I am just going to grab some yellow, and I'm going to do the table where the sunflowers are going to lay. And it's okay if some of the color mixes in. It's okay if you don't cover up everything. That actually looks really good. Hey, I'm going to clean off it ended up being green. Oh yeah, I could have used that green up here, right? Oh, thanks for telling me that. Yes, I hear you guys through the screen. You're like, dude, go put some. Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay. I'll go put some of that green up here. Everybody's gonna be like, "Where'd you get that green from?" It was from the yellow. Okay, that'll be good. All right, that's good. I'm just gonna wipe. Well, let me find a clean space on my yeah, this I'm gonna turn this into collage paper. I will do that as soon as I get the table down. Okay, okay, wipe this off. Let me get the table down. I will go a little bit into some of this orange. I think this orange is a little more darker than what I really want, so I'm just gonna, I don't know how much I'm gonna play with it. Just kind of put a table. I might let this dry and I might go find another orange that's not as red. I probably will. Yeah, you'll come back and this will be like, you'll come back and it'll be more this color orange. So, yeah, and I think I'll let this dry and maybe I will bring some more of these greens in. So that's basically what I'm doing. Let me, I'm not sure. I don't think orange and blue is going to mix very good. So I should, yeah, I should take another piece of paper at this point. So for the collage paper, I'll scoot this over. So when you're doing the collage paper, you just take your Amazon packaging paper or whatever you're working with, and you can just kind of smear it out, and you'll be able to use this in your collages that you're working on that have the same background. And then once this dries, you can come back in and do like little patterns on top of the dry paint with some of the different colors. Or you could just come in like after it's dry and layer different colors on top. So yeah, in our membership we have like, in our membership we show how to make collage papers. So you can check that one out. Okay, lay that off to dry. And let's see, this one is pretty wet right now. It's pretty wet. Um, you would let it dry up a little bit and then you could put a little bit of your greens in there. Let's see what that would look like. So yeah, just let it dry up a little bit. I'm gonna, yeah, I'm trying to open mine. Let me see if I can open mine really quick. Okay. All right, got that one open. And acrylic usually dries pretty fast. So yeah, it should dry pretty quick. And I don't want to put too much green on the sunflower one because there are leaves and I want the leaves to be able to show through. So, and yeah, I'm just kind of hitting it in places. Okay, after this dries, I might come back with some lighter green and lighter oranges, and that's all I'm going to be doing is just repeating this and go. I'm going to go get some lighter orange, lighter green, and when I come back it should be more like this one. Okay, and yeah, take the brush and yeah, make it, see, you can do it, you can go on top for your collage papers. So I'm going to go clean this up. Okay, I'm going to let this dry. I'm probably going to add some lighter green and lighter orange just the same way after this dries up a little bit. And then I'll jump in and we'll start on the collage. Okay, thank you.